Baylor women's volleyball did lose another player to the transfer portal. The second one within the last 2 days, today and yesterday. It is Alexis Dacosta, and I'm gonna go over what position does she play. She was actually recruited as an outside hitter, but then she became a defensive specialist slash libero. She would have been a junior next year at 5'11" tall. And I'm going to go over the stats for this past year. She only had in 114 sets played, 2 kills on 15 attempts with 4 attacking errors, 9 assists, 18 service aces, 34 service errors, 18 receiving errors, 196 digs, which is the third most on the team, by the way, and that's it. So in terms of the serving and the digs, that does hurt a little bit. The kills, she was not really doing that. I think that she wanted to do more than she was really doing. And like I said, she was actually recruited as an outside hitter. And Baylor does have a libero slash defensive specialist coming in as a freshman next year in Taylor Crane. So that's another reason. And she was behind at that position, Lauren Brasino. But Lauren Brasino was going to be a senior next year. She was going to be. So she could have been a more consistent starter. So, now with the roster situation, now 2 players gone. How many players does that leave? And I'm going to also include like the 2 freshmen coming in. 2. I am. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're going to have the same amount as next year, assuming nobody else leaves. And I'm not going to doubt that she is a bigger loss than Riley Simpson is. Because in terms of production and amount that's played, yeah, it does hurt. It just seems like she wanted to do more than just be a defensive specialist slash libero. And she was behind somebody. But though, she could have been a potential starter once Lauren Brasino left the program after next season. She could have been, but then again, she might have known that freshman Taylor Crane could have passed her the following year. So I don't know really exactly what happened in all this, but I would assume playing time is part of it. She was not going to start every match, potentially. And we got to remember, too, Kendall Stowers is coming back and she's going to be a starter. And it's not including like Elise McGee, Manuel Bembembe. Of course, Avery Carlson's going to start, and Lauren Brasino is going to start. So you get the whole point. She could have been probably a starter elsewhere, and she probably is going to go to a school where she's going to get more playing time. And maybe Baylor does add somebody from the transfer portal, but I'm not sure because of the scholarship limit, as we all know, does exist. And the number is for Division 1. The average number of players is 16 anyway. In Division 1, it's like 12 scholarships per team, so they'll probably divide it out. Like half scholarship, I don't know how they do it. But you get the whole point. And all of this. And this is kind of like trimming like the middling. As in like not really great, but not horrible either. And I did hear on a podcast that Ron McGuire wasn't exactly happy in terms of defense. I heard that this year with the hitting percentage numbers. So they're going to have to work on that and get their blocks to be more consistent. And hopefully it will be with everybody else coming back. I mean, and hopefully we stay healthier. So this team still has a lot of upside. And yes, it does hurt to lose a really good server and a player that could dig every ball. I mean, like 296 digs being the third most on the team. I mean, that's the truth. But it's not like we don't have any other players that could do that. No, there are others. I mean, Kendall Stowers, like, for example. I mean, Ali Check and Tahani Olafatu, Elise McGee. Those players alone have more than 84 digs or more on the season. I'm just saying that's the truth. And it's not including Manuel Bimbembe with 60. So they're going to have to prove their defense in terms of like everything just to be better. And serving was not really the problem. I mean, 162 service aces, but 271 service errors. But 72 of those came from Elise McGee alone. I'm sure she's going to work on that even more now. Because, remember, the basketball, like, Fair Center is no longer going to be just... It's going to be like basketball and volleyball, acrobatics and tumbling. And that's not just men's basketball, but women's too. It's going to be just acrobatics and tumbling and women's volleyball. That's what it is, and it's going to be a lot easier for the practice schedule stuff. And I do think they're going to get better and be more consistent as a team. And y'all don't need to overreact to this. This is probably try to trim the middling. I mean, as in like average and everything. And yes, and she probably want, like I said, a bigger role. And not just in terms of like being a consistent starter as a 6, but don't be behind somebody. And she was recruited as an outside hitter too, so yeah. It does make sense. And I wish her good luck. And we're going to have to wait and see what happens from here. So anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and see you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more, so I can make money off this. Of course, liking the video, commenting the video really helps the YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Hit the notification bell as well. And yeah, there are some bigger names in the transfer portal from other schools that have a lot more impact than this. And Riley Simpson too. Though there have been some dud and not really play a lot of players. But you get the whole point. It does exist. And it's not just happening to Baylor. You gotta look at the other schools too. I mean, it's the truth.